Okay, you're on, sir. Oh.
Ready?
Yep.
Well, let's start at the front of the car where we have the very strong vertical Volvo grille. All Volvo grilles stand upright and vertical, as proud to be Volvo, and no less in this case. Behind the grille we have the very strong V shape on the hood, which started out its life way back on the PV and the Amazon, and has since reappeared on the S40 and V40 in Europe, but now even stronger on the coupe. Along the side of the car, a lot more form than we're used to in Volvos. We believe that real sporty dynamic cars need this sort of muscular form, and in fact it goes hollow in the middle and comes to positive over each wheel, which enhances this sort of animal-like muscular quality. The waistline, normally on Volvos, the waistline runs at a positive arc, a convex line which runs right through the car, like on the 400s in Europe, the 800 and 900 models, and on the S40 as well since then. But in this case, it sweeps upwards and in, quite the other way around. That is specifically because the convertible version, when we did that, we wanted to cut a hole in the top of the car, not along the side, which would have been necessary had we followed the normal Volvo rules. Those sort of convertibles tend to look a bit like conversions. The old Mustang was the same. So having done that, having moved the line into this mode instead of the convex line of the normal Volvo waistline, we've had to introduce a substitute, which is this line that runs right through the side of the car. This does have that positive arc all the way through it, which gives the car this visual tension, this ready to go look, enhancing this rather athletic look of the flanks. The plan shape of the car as well is very dramatic. The front and the rear move in very quickly. This helps reduce the apparent size of the car. Normally on the Volvo, 850 and 900 are the same. They're very straight in the sides. And that means that from most angles you can see the entire length of the vehicle. You can see this point and the equivalent at the back. And that represents the full length of the car almost. In this case, by tucking them in either end, it's only from direct side view you actually see the whole length of the vehicle. And thereby the car becomes a bit shorter, which is good because this car is actually 2 inches longer than the normal 850. Going to the rear of the car, with all that plan shape in the sides, then the tendency is for the car to start to look narrow at the back. But to counteract that, we've moved the front edge of the tail lamp much further forward than it's necessary, much further forward than we need it for any legal lighting constraints or lighting power. But what that does, it means that from the back of the car, when you're following it, you see the full width of the car appears to be from this point to the equivalent point on the other side, not from here to the other side. So even with all this plan, this tuck-in or boat shape as we call it, we've tried to stretch out the visual width again by moving that line forward. And all these horizontal surfaces running across the back at different angles, catching the light in different ways, also help stretch the car out again, including this blade along the bottom of the bumper. Inside the car, we have a whole new instrument panel, although all the features, all the equipment, controls, air vents, instruments, all in exactly the same place as in an 850, just that we've clothed it in a completely new skin. And all the details are redesigned, even if they are in the same place. Now the dashboard and center console meet, unlike the current car. The doors are a continuation of the process we started with the 960 and the S40 in Europe, so this gives the new look of Volvo another shot. Notice now that the window controls are in the doors and the door release is more traditional type rather than the paddle we have in the door today. Seats are new, a lot more support, but the surfaces are quite simple. We've depended very much on the quality of material now rather than any excessive decoration, stitch lines or wrinkles. We've tried to keep them out and make sure that the quality of the materials enhances the vehicle. The simple surfaces are very much in line with what we'd know from Scandinavian furniture, for example. Very clean, simple, but very, very high quality.